This is WCCO 4 News at noon.
It's Friday, November 10th. Things are cool and clear here in the Twin Cities, but just wait till you see what our neighbors to the south have been hit with today. Thanks for being with us this noon. I'm Bill Carlson. Folks in southern parts of the state woke up to 4 to 7 inches of snow this morning. Here's video from Rochester. They had a few inches, which pales in comparison to the 9.5 inches that Albert Lee is dealing with today. Several schools were closed or delayed this morning. That information is scrolling at the bottom of your screen right now. And let's check in with Chris. Even though it's very pleasant, you'd never know looking outside in the Twin Cities what was going on in the southern part of the state, would you?
Billy, you know, it's amazing. If you live just north of the Twin Cities, hey, it's just a cold November day. You live south, well, you might want to pop in some Christmas music and do a little shopping because the snow hit. Beautiful to some, pesky to others, and you thought a tape measure was just good for home improvement kind of things. Look at this, great shot from Corey McDonald. This was in Cannon Falls this morning. Look at that, almost 6 inches of snow. We've got some amounts that were actually much heavier than that. We'll talk about that a little later in the newscast. Look at the storm surge, a lot of moisture. Of course, this is just raw moisture. It's not deciphering the snow from the rain. But it was coming up from the south, and it's interesting, we had so much in many areas because it didn't come across cities. It kind of lined up and kept going and going and going. So there were several amounts that got up to near double digits. There's the bulk where the snow fell, 4 to 7 inches common. There were reports of more, and we'll share those with you coming up in just a few minutes. Quite the scene for folks south of here.
Okay, Chris, and that pattern of moisture that we saw on the radar seems to indicate we'll probably not expect more in the Twin Cities.
You're right. We're pretty much out of the woods here.
Okay, we'll check back with you shortly. Well, today, Minneapolis school leaders are sharing disturbing information about a teacher charged with criminal sexual conduct. Authorities say Falwell Middle School teacher Francisco Gaetan exposed himself to a 12-year-old girl on 2 separate occasions. Carla Halt is in the newsroom with more. Carla?
Yeah, very disturbing allegations, Bill. Minneapolis police and the Minneapolis School District say the 52-year-old teacher is accused of exposing himself to a 12-year-old girl on those 2 separate occasions.